Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Verse number 43 of chapter called Al-Baqarah. This is second chapter of the Holy Book of Quran. This chapter has been revealed in Medina, and whatever the verses and chapters revealed in Medina, they are mostly talking about the detail of some historic events and things which had previous nations or previous the people of other prophet like Moses, like Jesus, mostly people who were children of Israel, they are addressed to and they are talked to, and their historic life is mentioned in these ayat, which are in the order here up to maybe 100 or something like that. Verses are there for the talk that Allah talked to the people of Israel or children of Israel. Allah is telling them and Allah is ordering them to follow that covenant that they had made at the time of Moses with Allah, and that is a written scripture in their book, in Torah. It is mentioned there, and here Allah is giving us detail of that. And so in this way it is confirming that these points were mentioned and they were part of that covenant which was made in between Allah and the children of Israel. In verse number 43 is also continuation of the same covenant, and it is saying, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, wa aqimu salata wa atu zakata warka'u ma'ar raki. Another act of that covenant is that Waqimus Salat, perform the Salat and establish it. Of course, Waqimus Salat has different meaning from the Salli or Sallu alayhi or do Salat. This is not doing Salat, it is establishing Salat and performing Salat. It is a practical thing that is to be done. Only when it is said in Salat in Quran, it means that you praise Allah, be in His memory and be keep in your memory His remembrance. Remember Him all the time. That is general Salat. But when it is said Aqimu Salat, it means that is a special performance or special establishing the Salat. So, wa Aqimu Salat, one of those points which were part of covenant is Aqimu Salat, and also this is the thing that was wanted from you and that scripture and that covenant, and also the same thing is wanted and demanded from you in this book. So it is confirming all those things which were you knew that. Wa aqimu salata wa atu zakat, and pay the zakat. Pay the zakat. Zakat means paying some part of your money or some part of your wealth and whatever you own some part of it, a part of it, and a very little part, of course. It is demanded that somebody should give it to the lower income people and the people who are not able to make their life running, so they are deprived, and so somebody should help them, and this help should be from those who have facilities, those who have wealth, and those who have money. So Allah is asking them to aid those who are deprived in the society, those people who are eligible for this kind of zakat. So watu zakat, and pay the aims. Here aims, zakat is not only alms, of course, not aim, alms. Alms is a part of zakat, is not all the zakat is all. Zakat means whatever it purifies your assets, purifies your money, purifies your wealth, and make it prosper, and make it better, make it further develop. All these meanings are contained in this word zakat, because zakat has two main meaning. One is to purify, the other is to prosper. Both of them are meant here, watu zakat, and when you do zakat, so you in one way purify your assets, purify your wealth, and then the other way you prosper, you develop that, and you make it more and more. So both of them are meant here, and Allah is telling people do that, so you will be given the result of that. Warka'u marrakin, and Allah is also third thing that is giving them and saying that warka'u marrakin, while Allah has said that waqimus salat, and the part of salat is ruku, means bowing down, and somehow making yourself humble against the people, first against Allah, and before Allah you should be humble, and you should be bowing one, and you should not be strict and stiff-necked, something like who is a stiff-necked man, and he is not bowing before Allah, and he is not bowing before the righteous people. Of course, warka'u marrakin, this act is another act, is mentioned separately. Maybe this is another act of obeying Allah or serving Allah. Salat is an act, of course, it is a complete and a full-fledged ritual that should be followed and that should be performed. But ruku is also one. Maybe somebody, whenever he has time, he has not time for the complete salat, for the complete prayer, but he has time for only ruku. So be with all who go bowing before Allah. So do it for the purpose of serving Allah and being a good servant to His Highness. Waqimu salata watu zakata warka'u, and do bow before Allah ma'ar raki'in, and this should be done with all other people, or other people all together. It also mentioning that if you do rituals and you do this service to Allah all together with other people, it is more required than the doing it only oneself and one separately and singularly. Maybe you can do it with other people and together, and this will be more acceptable and more rewarded in the court of Allah, of course. وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَارْكَعُوا مَعَ الرَّاكِعِينَ. And from here, from verse number 44, another matter is discussed with the children of Israel, and inshallah we will do it in the next session. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.